First off, it's Charles J. That just in case you ain't heard of me, they told me it was too late. But I promise that I'll be the first to speak. Most of these rappers, they fake. But you can't have your way, this ain't Burger King. Everybody said it won't be till they see smoke, then they realize they'd rather have turkey meat.
What it do? It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Say, man, we almost at 600, man. We at 130,000 views. Ain't been a year yet. We cooking. Not trying to brag, but it's a lot of goddamn sauce in this pot. And I appreciate those that support. I appreciate those that rock with me. But once again, we got to address some shit. Woke up with it on my mind. I've been peeping it, bro. I got to break all this shit down. This gonna be a breakdown. That's all this is. I got to break all this shit down. I got to remind you motherfuckers. A lot of you motherfuckers get amnesia. When a fight happens, you forget the shit before the fight. You forget a lot of shit that was said. I noticed that everybody's saying Canelo must fight David Benividez and that is the fight to make. I disagree. I think the fight should happen, but it ain't got to be the next fight. It's a lot of shit. Canelo finna go to Mexico and fight John Ryder, and I don't agree with that fight. That fight is in May. After that, he's gonna fight Bivol in a rematch in September, which I agree with that fight. I'm tired of you, see, because I know you motherfuckers trying to baby Canelo. I mean, he just can't beat him. He just can't beat him. You know, like you giving him a reason not to fight. Like you putting in a built-in excuse. As a fighter, you supposed to rematch the ones that beat you. And just because he beat you once don't mean he can beat you twice. Bivol ain't some special-ass fighter that just can't be beat. There is nothing special about Bivol. And Bivol really exposed that Canelo is just an ordinary. He's not special, bro. Canelo's just a good fighter. Canelo ain't no hellified fighter. Canelo ain't better than Charlo, bro. He ain't near as good as Spencer Crawford. He's not better than Shakur. He's not better than Devin Haney, bro. Canelo ain't better than these fighters. And he sure ain't better than Andre. That's why he will never fight him. So let's talk real shit. I'm really getting tired of this shit. Canelo ain't that good, bro. Bivol's a good fighter. Bivol would have lost every round to Andre Ward had he been in his era. He wouldn't have won one round against Andre Ward. Andre Ward would have dogged him on the inside. So I'm just explaining the goodness. Bivol is a very good, disciplined fighter, but he's not a great fighter. So I got to break that down. So Bivol can be beat. Canelo can beat him if he just changes game plan up. You know. But anyway, let's talk about this. For one, we're going to talk about the elephant in the room first. I just mentioned Andre, which is somebody Canelo would never fight. And a lot of people diss him. See, it reminds me of this system. It reminds me of the criminal justice system. That's what boxing is just like. Jermall, Charlo, and Andre get criticized more than anybody. They keep saying these dudes have never fought nobody. But the dudes who were supposed to fight them never fought them. So it's kind of like, you know, when they put drugs in the community, because black people don't have that kind of access. We ain't powerful like that enough to control the drugs in this country. No, you bring it here and we go to jail for it. We make money, but we go to jail for it. And in the courtroom, we are labeled the drug dealer. In the newspaper, we are labeled the drug dealer. On our record, we labeled the drug dealer, but we ain't the ones bringing it here. So it's kind of like with Jermall and Andre, like, these dudes wouldn't fight them. So now they get labeled the ducks. They get labeled, y'all don't have a good resume. But Triple G and Canelo never fought him. Canelo could have became undisputed at 160. Andre had the other belt. Undisputed wasn't so exciting at 160 though, but he went to 168 where it was sweet at the time, and he collected all the belts. But he wouldn't fight Andre for undisputed. He needed one more belt at 160. Andre was at his fights calling him out. It's a reason why he won't fight Andre. And another thing, David Benividez. He don't want to fight Andre, bro. Andre gonna beat the shit out of both of these. Let me tell you something, it ain't but one fighter in boxing that can beat Andre. Jermall Charlo. That's the only style that would give him, because of the jab. The jab, and that's a tough fight for Andrade. But Benividez is an easy fight. Canelo is an easy fight for Andrade. He gonna make a miss all day. Andrade really got top 3 defense in boxing. We don't talk about that. Andrade's defense is much better than Caleb. Another thing I want to point out, Andrade hits much harder than Caleb. I see Andrade dropping David 2 or 3 times. I don't see him dropping Canelo though, but I could see him dropping David Benividez 2 or 3 times. So that's a fighter that I know, you know, and you know it's so fucked up because black fans, I blame y'all too. You motherfuckers, I swear, you motherfuckers are just robots. You motherfuckers just trained robots. Let me tell you something I know about black folks and black fans. Black fans have the biggest voice in boxing. By the way, I wanted to point that out. We just don't know our power. Because when we shitted on Bud, that shit was bigger than anything in boxing. So we've proven. When we shitted on Earl Spence and called him a drunk and laughed at him getting in the wreck and said he was drunk and that's why he got in the wreck, that shit was bigger than anything in boxing. So I'm showing y'all, black fans got the biggest voice. We just don't use it for the right shit. Nah, Andre could be a pay-per-view star if black fans fucked with him. Yeah. Yeah, he could be a pay-per-view star right now, selling out arenas and everything. If black fans don't really fuck with him. Yeah, we took that Charlo shit and Charlo was beefing with him and we picked Charlo and said fuck Andre instead of just fucking with both of the fighters. So that's another thing we did. Let's talk this though, David Benividez. I got some shit to say about you. Cause you really doing some Canelo shit. Let me tell you what you doing, bro. And I peeped your play. You're a good fighter, bro, but I'm peeping you, bro. You a con man. You a con man, bro. You conning the people. Let me tell you how you conning the people. Let me tell you something. About a year ago, you were desperate as shit. You were desperate, bro. Canelo wasn't even entertaining you, bro. And you was, I just want Canelo. And I remember when you said some shit like, this one I knew you was conning. When you did that soft ass shit, I mean, maybe Canelo ain't ducking. I don't want to diss him and make him mad. That way he won't fight me, so I don't want to be too mean. Remember that shit? You called Jermall Charlo a bitch, and I want to fight that motherfucker, and it's personal. Remember all that shit? Remember, it was personal. It's not personal with Canelo. Jermall Charlo, that shit personal. So, I noticed when you won, when you got the microphone, you only mentioned one name. I want Canelo. Everybody know that's the fight to make and this and that. Bro, let me tell you something. You like a prostitute. But don't get it wrong. Canelo a prostitute too. And let me tell you something. Canelo like that old trick. They just, peep out the young hoes and the easy hoes to get. He peeped you out, bro. He peeped you out, bro. You easy work for him, bro. You get hit too much. You don't have defense. He gonna hit you flush. That's all it is. It ain't so much that he's so skilled. He got enough power. Caleb didn't have power. Canelo got power and he gonna stop you, bro. Easy. And I'm gonna tell you some real shit. Stylistically, the most entertaining fight, it ain't Canelo David Benividez. It's Jermall versus Canelo. And the second most entertaining fight is Jermall versus David Benividez. When you talk fan-friendly and all you casual drunk motherfucker, when you talk action-packed, Jermall Charlo versus Canelo is action-packed. Jermall Charlo versus David Benividez is action-packed. So don't switch up now, pimpin'. Don't change your tune. Be just as aggressive. Don't get bougie now, because I notice you motherfuckers do that. Soon as you get a win and you done beat Caleb, you didn't mention these black fighters no more. But you use these black fighters to get your name. When you got into it with Jermall Charlo, your name got hot and you blew up. That's what put you on First Take. That's what put you on First Take. When you mentioned Jermall's name. And when y'all was talking shit in the crowd and all, that's what built your name. So I'm getting sick of you fighters. Bro, y'all pimp on black fighters all day long. And black fans so pussy, they ain't gonna never call y'all out. I'm tired of fighters pimping on black fighters to get your name hot, bro. That's what you do, bro. Mikey done it with Earl. It's a lot of fighters doing it. Jose Ramirez just done it with Richard Comey. That was a straight cherry pick. But he was able to fight him in California in a hometown crowd full of Mexicans because they just wanted to see a black fighter get knocked the fuck out. So I watch other fighters use black fighters all the time. Black fighters don't get to use your washed up Mexican fighters and get to knock them out in front of an all black crowd. We don't get those privileges. So I'm getting sick of you motherfuckers playing on my fighters just to get your name going, just to get black fans talking about you and the boxing world talking about you. And then now you go back to the Mexican, you want to fight a Mexican. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Because all that shit you talked about Jermall, bro, you said it was personal. So if it's personal, after that Caleb plan, and he was at your fight. Canelo went at your fight, pimpin'. Jermall was at your fight. So all you bitch ass motherfuckers that was saying Jermall ducking, he don't wanna, remember that big ass campaign? Remember how viral that shit was when you motherfuckers said Jermall didn't wanna fight him, but he at your fight. And you didn't mention his name. But ain't nobody gonna say David was scared of Jermall though. Ain't nobody gonna say David backtracking. But I'm gonna say it, bro. You backtracking. You can't talk all that shit, and I come to your fight, you know I'm at your fight, and your people didn't talk, you heard the interview when Jermall said, I don't give a fuck if he lose, me and David got to fight. I know your people told you about that. The word got back to you in the locker room, pimpin', so don't act like you don't know. So you keep saying you want this smoke. Jermall got on national television on Showtime and said, I'm gonna fight you. We gotta fight. I don't give a fuck if you lose, I'm gonna fight you, bro. You have no response to that. So I'm calling you out on that. I'm sick of you motherfuckers using black fighters to get your name hot. Because we all know when a Mexican attaches his name to a black fighter, Mexican fans go crazy, black fans go crazy, the world go crazy, and your name can get hot at the possibility of beating a black fighter. So if you're gonna get your name hot, go on and go through with the fight, bro. That's the next fight that should be made in September. After Jermall fight in June, the next fight should be David Benividez versus Jermall Charlo, and the whole boxing world should call for it. You motherfuckers called for it last year when they was bumping head. And remember when y'all thought Jermall was scared? Y'all called for it then. Now that Jermall let his fight, ain't nobody talking about it. So I'm talking about it, and I want to see the fight, and it gotta happen. Now this fight gotta happen. So I want to see if you same thirsty ass fans gonna call for this fight like you did when you thought Jermall was scared of him. And like I said, who's gonna fight Andre? And also Jermall mentioned Andre. He said, bro, I'll fight Andre. Me and him gonna fight too. So what I'm saying, Jermall the only one even mentioning fighting Andre. David Benividez and Canelo will never fight Demetrius Andre. And that's a shame. But I know one thing, they would never get called out for it. Nobody will ever call them a duck for that. So, yeah, we'll just whisper about it. But I want you motherfuckers to holler, just like Mike Tyson when he put Jermall on hot boxing and tried to call him out about David Benividez. Where's you at, Mike Tyson? Because Jermall was at his fight. Won't you interview David and ask him why you didn't respond to Jermall and he at your fight, pimpin'? So all this tough shit, you got to be tough when it's time to really be tough. See, you got your win over Caleb, and now you want to be a celebrity. You want the money fight. Yeah, that's all it is, bro. That's all it is. This ain't about undisputed. You want to be a mega star and shit like that, and now you just on some bougie shit. Because if you was on some legacy shit, bro, Jermall next up. And it's personal. So like I said, the tunes have changed. Yeah, you want to be a crossover star, and that, you know, fighters are prostitutes. And that's what you motherfuckers are. Most of you motherfuckers are most of you motherfuckers want to be more popular than you want to be a great fighter. So I don't respect that. So now I'm holding your foot to the fire. You got to fight Jermall. So we going to see what's going to happen, though. So, yeah, this is 903 Boxing. I am your host, Charles J. With that, I'm out.